Well, hey, this is Chase Swift, obviously, and in this video, I want to cover how I make really cool graphics and such as this one, for, let's say, YouTube videos or JPEG images, um, yeah, banners for your website, and even fun little uh, images you can upload on Facebook for viral traffic because people will share these videos. I mean, they're just hilarious. So a lot of times I'll see an idea on Facebook and go, oh my gosh, that's so great. Like the big shout out. I saw that. I'm like, that's just phenomenal. And then I know how to make this. It's really easy to do using a program like Microsoft PowerPoint, or I use a Mac, so I use Apple Keynote. And if you don't have either of those, you can use Google Drive, okay? And you can create a presentation and then just work with creating these cool graphics and stuff like that. So let me create a new image, okay? So, and I'll just recreate the big shout out idea, okay? So first of all, um, you can pick kind of a background shape, okay? So this just puts in this random shape, and I can use some tools in this program to change that, okay? So you have to figure out some of these things. They could be challenging for some people, but it's pretty basic. So this is in Keynote. I'm using the Apple program Keynote, and it's using an image fill right here, but I just want to go to a color fill, and let's pretend that I want to pick a color, and I've saved some favorite colors down here, so I could do even a dark green. Okay, let's try that. And then what I don't want is a black line. Actually, it doesn't even matter. I'll just fill this colored shape, and I'll just drag it. Okay, can make it big, and I'll drag the black line past the edge of the frame, and so I can just go right past it and right past it, and pretty soon, really easily, I've gotten a solid green background. Then you'll just want to bring in a text area, and you just find the text button and add it. Okay, now black, does that work so well? Well, you could double click it and again bring up those colors, and I have white as a color. I can also do all sorts of colors, but certainly I think white in this case might work the best. I can get rid of my color palette. Now I can just say big, okay. Now obviously that's not big enough, so you can bring up a tool that controls the size of the font, and boy do I want it big, okay. Now you'll notice that it's 288. You can actually get away with typing various sizes in there and then hit tab and it'll make it bigger. Okay, so let's try 320, then I'll hit the tab and it makes it that size. Okay, so let's just put that right up there, and then what you can do is you can hold down the option key and kind of click and drag, and you can duplicate. Now another thing you may want to do is let's just make sure I get this down here, is picking the font. And I have another font toolbar, and I've noticed that what is it, Impact. Okay, Impact is a pretty cool font. Okay, so, and you can vary your fonts. Okay, and you may just want to leave it here like that, so that's good. Now this one would be Shout. Okay, so you can just begin designing and working with this, and whatever you can do is fine. You could even try a different color. You never know. I mean, let's do this and see if, okay, that's definitely hard in the eyes, but it's also kind of captivating, isn't it? Okay, so obviously this is just a demo video, and you can just keep working on the layout. And notice you could, with a different color, you could overlay the shout over the big. Okay, and that's kind of cool. And so maybe we'll do something like that. And then maybe I'll come back to, oops, not that one. I click on this text element and then just hit Option on my Mac and drag it, and that would be, and then I just double click in here to change it and just type out. Okay, so do you see how cool this is? Now these yellow lines help me keep it in perspective and lined up, centered and all that stuff. So if you want it centered both ways, get a horizontal line and a vertical line. Okay, well I don't want that. I'm going to move it down here. So there is, and you could just colorize that one. Let's go to colors. I'm not sure what's going to look good. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't quite work. I think it's kind of working, but let's just try everything in black. I'm going to bring up my color palette and just choose black. Go to my color and choose black. Okay, now that doesn't quite work because the shout and the big are competing. So you may have to change my size. These are the things that you work on. Okay, so that's 320. Let's try 288, and it might just work. And even if the words are touching a little bit up there, that doesn't bother me too much. I'm just aligning these. What do you think? It's not too bad, is it? Maybe just a tad up. Right there. Over. So that could be your final image. And again, I think the other one was a little more effective. The red type, or the red background and the white. But, just play with this, and maybe I just need to, let's just try white. Let's just see what we can do. White, white, and white. Okay. That really does stand out, doesn't it? And the background can be changed too. Let's go there and try my deep dark red. Oops. I can't recall exactly. I painted myself into a corner. I thought I knew how. Oh, I know. Let's go to Inspector. I've clicked on the back green element and gone to my Inspector. This is where I can change it. And I can choose one of these deep dark reds. Okay, or you could just try to pick something that looks interesting. You never know. Okay, the green, or the blue is not too bad. Okay, close up your elements, and now you have an image. Okay, now if you wanted to, just a little bit, just touching a little bit, right? There, that's not too bad. I think I like that. And then what you could do is you can export it, or you could use Jing. Jing is a way to capture the image where you draw a line or a box around your image, and then you readjust, okay, and do all that to capture the screenshot. Okay, so Jing is a way to do that, and I use Jing a lot. So that's just the process that I create really cool graphics. And again, I do text and words and backgrounds. You can also do creative things like this, and this is really cool. I should show you what I did, because let's see here. Whoops, not that. Undo. Let me see what I was covering these up. This is a triangle. Okay. So you see that triangle is a shape. Okay. And let me just undo the move. And when I go back to my inspector, and this is on Apple Keynote, under the, what is that, the graphic inspector, you can pick a top color and a bottom color. So we wanted to do something different. Okay, you could see the effect. Yeah, that's pretty darn nice. Okay, I'll go back to, I like the red. And then all I did is type these words in white text. And then what we see, we have this triangle behind. Well, this is a white line on top of it. Do you see that? It's a white line, and I just dragged that white line. White on white won't show, but down here you can see it showing. That's a white line. You can see how long it is. I just moved it up, and these cool little yellow helpers tell you when you get it exactly, right there, and that's pretty darn good. Now I can do undo, and I can go back, and everything's good. So there's some really cool creative ideas. This is a triangle that has white lines over it and white text over it. Okay, and then this is a white text with shadows on it. And you can just keep experimenting, play with this. This is a different version. And these are images that I have uploaded onto Facebook. Okay, now you can just do simple things, like if you're doing a video on the concept of know, like, and trust, the process of how you make sales, of getting to know someone, they get to know you, they get to like you, and then they trust you and they buy from you. So I just have 3 little slides where I just click through. Okay, talk about things on YouTube and just upload or place a graphic with a white background. You can do all sorts of little diagrams as you slide through these different slides, and it appears, well, it's a presentation, and so these things will pop up as you go through these slides. Okay, and I do really cool. I play with different fonts, different sizes, different things, just to make it graphically interesting. I love Keynote, but you can do the same thing on PowerPoint as well. And once you get this set up, then you can just modify it slightly. And you get some really cool graphics that, and you can create these all your own. You can even put a background image in there, and then you have white text floating in this element right above. Okay, it's pretty awesome. And the sky's the limit, really. Okay, you can place in images and graphics and text. That's a text. Here's a graphic. Okay, and you got text elements that are just floating around doing whatever. Okay, it's really kind of fun, and you can just keep experimenting with things, and you might this could be useful as a banner. Okay, this one right up here is a great banner. You may want to have something for your blog, and that is a section of 4 different elements, okay, of text. You can always undo these and put them right back where they were. Okay, so hopefully these ideas that I'm showing you will give you additional videos or additional ideas that you can work on. Like I said, you can just run through a series of PowerPoint slides to do a video, and you can control the fonts and the colors and the placement and all that good stuff. It's really kind of fun. And then you can also, make some fun images where you place an image and you have some text above it. Okay, so this is what I do, and I love the freedom and the creativity, and it takes time. But what I do is envision something, and then I say, how can I create that? And I generally see things on Facebook. I even see, an image on Facebook and say, you know what? I can make that even stronger by changing the elements and making it my own, right? Okay, so these are really it just goes on and on and on of all the creativity you can do. Okay, so these are just what I do, and hopefully this will motivate you to get going on Google Drive or on PowerPoint or on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on Keynote. Okay, because I just create a bunch of these, and then I just keep adding and adding and adding. And so hopefully some of these ideas will inspire you. And it's great for little testimonials, or the sky's the limit. And I've used these for banners on my blog. Okay, but really cool images. Again, this is just colored text. Okay, And I saw this on Facebook, and I said, well, I can recreate that, and so I did. And I picked the colors, I picked the font sizes, and I did it all, and it really turned out well. So anyway, just some thoughts there. Here's another great one. If you want to post this on your blog or on Facebook, there's some, and you can do little arrows, okay, and move those around. It's just really fun stuff. So hopefully this video will have given you some ideas, and if you need further help, contact me and I'll try to help you. Hopefully you use a Mac, but I can help you if you use a PC too. I love Macs. They're really awesome. Take care and enjoy.